Good morning, grade 5. I hope that you woke up and you're feeling good and you're ready for today's lesson. So let's get started. So here I have two general questionnaires. A questionnaire, I'm pretty sure you somewhere along the way you have seen one, you've answered one. So you should have an idea already of how a questionnaire looks. So in these examples, they are numbered. They're asking different kinds of questions to collect information or to gather information about a certain topic or a certain issue, right? So usually when people create and give out questionnaires, they are trying to get information from people about a specific issue or topic. So you're welcome to pause the video. You can read through these questionnaires and just get an idea of the layout and what kind of questions you can ask. So moving on. Can everybody please open up the English textbooks on page 72? Today we'll be doing speaking. So like I showed you in the previous slides, I showed you two questionnaires. So today we're going to discuss how to do a questionnaire and then how to use this questionnaire in interviews and how to interview people using it, right? So it says, conduct an interview to collect information. So number one says, design a questionnaire to find out how much litter a school, shop or factory produces. The table contains tips for conducting an interview. So firstly, they're asking us to draw up a questionnaire. They're giving us a topic and they're also giving you some tips in the block about how to conduct an interview with someone. So I will just quickly read through the block with you. Firstly, we have preparation. So you need to set up an interview with someone or a group of people. You need to then explain the reason for the interview. And you should tell the person you will interview them and how long the interview will be. And then you need to write down the questions that you would like to ask this person. So that's all your preparation work you need to do. So that's what you need to do before. Okay, and then we have questions. So you need to ask open-ended questions that require more than a yes or no answer. You also need to ask questions about the present before asking questions about the past or the future. And then lastly, ask one question at a time. So don't overwhelm the person with 50 different questions at the same time. Stick to one question at a time. Then lastly, during the interview, you need to take notes. You can ask your partner to take extra notes. Show that you are listening and showing interest. So for example, you will nod your head. And lastly, don't interrupt the person while he or she is speaking. Very, very important. So those are some tips for conducting an interview, right? Then number 2 says, look at an example of a questionnaire that you can use for an interview. So on the side of page 72, there's a little block that says general questionnaire, and there's just an example of how a questionnaire can look. So it's always numbered. So there's number 1 to 5, and then it has the question on top and then a space for the person to answer it, right? And also I've gave you another 2 examples in the previous slide. So you can also Google some examples of how questionnaires look as well for extra information. But I have gave you 2 examples in the previous slide as well. Then lastly, write a summary about the information you gathered in your interview. So we all know what a summary is. It's a short paragraph summarizing something. So what they're asking you to do is summarize your interview that you will have with someone. But I will explain these questions now a bit more clearer. So for homework, you need to design a questionnaire, right? So I've gave you some examples of how a questionnaire could look, the format and the layout in the beginning of the video. Also in your textbook is an example, so you can use that to design your questionnaire. Then the topic that they asked us to write about was how much litter a school, shop or factory produces. So you can pick any one of these places. You can pick how much litter a school, or you can pick the shop, or you can pick a factory, how much any one of these produces litter. So pick one place, please. Then you can interview someone in your household using your using your questionnaire that you made. So you have to design a questionnaire, and now you take that questionnaire and you go to someone in your house and you interview them. So you ask them all the questions that you wrote down. And then lastly, whatever answers you get from your interview, you then need to write a summary about the information you gathered. And I'd please like you to do this in 80 to 100 words, right? So a nice paragraph summarizing everything that you learned while interviewing the person, whoever you interview in your household. Okay, so you know the drill. You write your heading, date, page number, and throw a line. Like I just said, you make a questionnaire about the topic you chose, and then you write a summary about the information. And this must all be completed in your English workbook. So enjoy the homework, have fun with it. You now have the opportunity to interview someone in your household. So make it fun, make the questions interesting. And I look forward to reading all of your questionnaires. So good luck and enjoy your homework, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.